Seconds out.
Very excited about Derry. You're taking yourself away. You've been to America, I know, to Scotland. This is a big one for you, isn't it? Obviously, after the defeat to Luke Campbell.
Yeah, it was for the Luke Campbell fight. I stayed at home. I'm always in top shape. I'm a personal trainer, so I was in the best condition I could have got in. But little things needed changing. Sparring needed changing, and the lifestyle going away. Locked myself away from my wife, who's pregnant, heavily pregnant at the moment. So spent 8 weeks away, out in LA, back out in Scotland with the likes of Jamie Conlon, Paddy Barnes, Tyrone McKenna, all pushing each other, helping each other train hard, and it just benefited me. I was out at the Rock Gym. I was sparring Oscar Valdez, the likes of them, all world champions, being around world champions, success being success, and that's what we needed. And then I went down a wild card, Freddie Roach's gym for a bit, and then flew back to sunny Scotland. So it was good, I enjoyed it, and it's what it needs to be done.
How are you feeling at the new weight?
I feel a different man, if I'm honest. This fight week, I'm usually not talking to anyone, usually miserable. Don't answer my phone to anyone, but this week I'm happy. I could go and do the weigh-in now if I had to, and I'm ready to, to prove that I'm a 140 fighter. I think I'm massive anyway. At 135 and at 140, I think it'll benefit me. Even taking a shot. I mean, I got hit by some great shots by Luke Campbell, and as I'm getting older, you need to move on in weights, and I've seen people struggle over the years, being round fighters who struggle over the years, and it's caught up with them. But I know moving up to 140 is going to benefit me, and I just feel like a new man. And on Saturday, when I win, believe me, I'm going to win. And when I do win, my career goes on.
You've had 51 fights. Why is this one so important to you? After the fight with Luke Campbell, people thinking, we're going to see Derry Matthews again. But you seem to have got the bit between your teeth. Is it because of what O'Hara Davis has been saying, or is it because you've got to look after yourself and your family?
Not just that. I mean, I'm from council estate in Liverpool, and I'm a fighter. But then when someone starts abusing you on social media and giving you a bit of stick, and then, but I know he didn't want to fight, and he thought I was going to stay at 135. He was saying, he'll do this, he'll do that. I said, fair enough, I'll come to London, I'll move up to 140 and I'll fight you. And the fight happened, and I know he didn't want to fight, but he took a big hole for himself, and now he's got to get out of it.
Is there a real grudge from your side?
I just don't like the person, don't like him. And on Saturday night, he's going to get the shock of his life, and I think the team around him know that. He's in deep trouble.
O'Hara Davis, are you going to get the shock of your life? Unbeaten in 14. Let's hear from you and your opinion on what Derry just said.
We all know that Derry doesn't like me. I've been giving him a lot of stick on social media, and that's what boxing's about. Boxing's about excitement, entertaining. It's about us as athletes being unpredictable. That's what the fans like, and that's what they all want to see. Anytime that I get on the mic, they're thinking, I wonder what O'Hara's going to say now. They're always looking forward to hearing me talk, because they know that I'm unpredictable. I bring excitement and I bring entertainment. My last fight, Scarpa, I feel like he didn't bring the best out of me. And then all the fans wanted to see me lose. They all want to see me get beaten. They all want to see me in a real fight. So I said, who do I believe can bring the best out of me and has a good chance of actually getting a win? And Derry Matthews is a man that we chose. So Saturday night, we're going to get on.
You certainly said a few things in Liverpool. Purposeful, or anything you regret there?
I don't regret anything that I say. Everything that I've ever done in my life is what's made me who I am. Everything that I've done, all the fights I've had, everything that I've ever done in my boxing career is what's it's what's got me on this big stage that I'm at now. So I don't regret anything that I've said, anything that I've ever done. I just take each day as it comes. You live and you learn, but no regrets.
I know you've worked very, very hard for Derry Matthews. Sparring's been good. You feel on top of the world. I think the question that everybody wants to find out is, how good are you?
Yeah, everyone's everyone wants to know how good I am. Some people think I'm overrated. Some people think I'm underrated. This is why getting an experienced opponent like Derry Matthews was so important. Now everyone gets to see how good I actually am, and I just hope that Derry Matthews comes and he brings his A game. And he'll bring the best out of me, but I'm ready to show the world what I can do Training camp has been great. It's been perfect. It's been a long camp. I'm glad that we're coming to the end of camp now because you know, having a long camp, it does affect you mentally. It does affect you. It takes all that out of you. And you know, I've got through camp. I've done everything I was told to do. Sparred all the rounds. Done all the runs. You know, I went to bed when I was meant to go to bed. I've done everything right. I dieted right. So only one thing left to do now, and that's just showcase my skills. All the talking's been done, you know, the talking's been done. The fans have got their buzz, you know. I've spoken enough. The fight's been hyped up. Everyone's going to be looking forward to seeing this fight. They're all going to tune in to come and watch us fight. So just let's put on a good show on Saturday night.
Derry, how good do you think O'Hara Davies is, and how do you become the first man to beat him?
Listen, I respect every fighter, not as a person but as a fighter. He's a good fighter. He's got a big jab, long right hand. He's a novice, but it works for him. If you know what I mean, it's like he's a novice fighter and he can make people look terrible. So one Saturday, I've just got to go and do what I've got to do. What Danny Vaughan's been learning me in the gym, the program we've been working on, the strategy, and just do what I do. And I believe that, you know, I can beat him. Whether I box southpaw, whether I box orthodox, I know I can beat him. As far as I'm concerned, I've won everything you possibly can as a junior, as a schoolboy, as a senior, as an amateur boxer. I mean, he hasn't had much of an amateur background. I went to the best amateur club in the world. In my eyes, they're solid, and I've got what it takes to beat him in any department. Whether he wants a fight, I'll have a fight with him because I believe I punch harder on him. If he wants a box, I'll give him a boxing lesson. So he can have it whatever way he wants it. He's getting it on Saturday.
Final prediction?
To be honest, like I said in the press conference in Liverpool, I want to punish him for 12 rounds. I want to really punish him for 12 rounds and get the win. And then 10 seconds to go, make him quit.
O'Hara, final thoughts?
My final thoughts is my boxing IQ is a bit too much. It's not about your speed or your power, it's about how smart you are as a fighter, how sharp your mind is. I've got a very sharp mind. I can read my opponents can't read me. Every fight, I'm a different fighter, every single fight. And you know, I work him out in the first 5 or 10 seconds of the fight. So unless you're knocking me out in the first 5 or 10 seconds of the fight, I've got you. You know, in all my 14 fights, I've never lost a single round in my boxing
Because you
career.
box no one. You haven't boxed anyone who's come to win.
I've never lost a single round in my boxing career. And
Never boxed anyone who's come to win, so you're not going to lose a round.
I've never lost a single round in my boxing career. And on Saturday night, that's how I want it to stay. And my prediction is, I don't know, it just depends on what Derry Matthews turns up, you know. It just depends on what Derry Matthews turns up. I'll work him out in the first 5 or 10 seconds of the fight, and we'll take it from there.
Thanks, O'Hara. Thanks, Derry. I really can't wait for that one. Sam Egginson's smiling, just a couple of along. He's a very different character, wonderful throwback, and what a great fight he had with Frankie Gavin. Momentum again with you, Sam. It's a really interesting one you have here with Paulie Malignaggi, who we all know has been there, seen it, done it. Two-weight world champion, of course. Is it a fight that you were really excited about when you were told?
Yeah, like I say, after the Gavin fight, you know, we was on a crest of a wave, and you know, we was hoping for a big fight straight after it, and you know, Barry and Eddie between them have sorted a big fight out in Paulie Malignaggi, and I'm over the moon to get it on such a big stage, to land on a pay-per-view card, chief support. You know, he's brilliant. So yeah, I was over the moon with the fight.
You're still young. I assume only 23, and you seem to have been around the last 3 or 4 years, really progressing in the sport. How much did the Frankie Gavin fight lift you? Obviously, a big rivalry around the city, and afterwards, the sort of weeks that went by, you must have been really on top of the world.
Yeah, like I say, I was over the moon with the Gavin fight. Everything we thought would happen, you know, we planned. You know, it sort of all come off. So. Like I say, straight after the fight, we spoke, and we wanted a big fight after that fight. You know, after that big win, and like I say, this is the perfect fight.
Bradley Skeet's skills, Frankie Gavin's skills, obviously gave you plenty to think about. What about Paulie Malignaggi? I mean, they don't get much more skillful than that, even at this stage in his career.
No, like I said, I've said to everyone, look, you can't think too much into Mananarji's age. You know, I don't know how many times he's boxed this year or whatever, because you know at the level he's been boxing at for the last few years, he could turn up with, you know, something that I didn't expect. So, you know, we've just gone after the best Paulie Mananarji. We've trained hard. I've done what I've been asked, and you know, we'll go from there on Saturday night, and we'll go round by round, and you know what the coach is telling me to do in the corner. You know, I'll pull off to the best of my ability.
Do you think you'll be too tough, too fresh, too strong, too ambitious?
You know, we'll see on Saturday night. You know, here's hoping, but we'll see on Saturday night. Like I say, I've done everything I can. You know, the teams, you know, they couldn't ask for more out of me in the gym. You know, I've done everything I can. You know, and I'm confident. No doubt on Saturday night, I'm more than confident that I'll do it. I'll come away with, you know, a big win. But you know, like everyone else has said on the table, this is boxing, so you never know.
You're ready to go. What about being on this platform as well?
Yeah, like I said yesterday, I'm more than ready to go, and I've got to thank, you know, Barry and Eddie for getting, because there was a few fight dates, you know, being talked about, and like I say, to land the chief support on a pay-per-view card like this, you know, I can't thank them enough, and you know, I'm more than ready to go, you know, weigh in and, you know, get ready for fight night. I'm just, you know, I'm happy to be here, no doubt.
Thanks, Sam. Let's finish with the man who can talk for America, Britain. He's normally alongside me with a mic in his hand. He's got a mic here, but he's still got a career ahead and a big fight against Sam Eggington. Why did he pick Sam, or Sam pick you? Why is this the move that you want, Paulie? And how will you perform on Saturday?
Well, it's kind of something that fell into my lap. I was in negotiations to fight for the EBU title, and you know, when we had gotten all the permits set to fight Seferino Rodriguez on March 4th in New York.